Hello everyone. Today turned out to be quite a lucky day for me. I managed to get 3 light bulbs at a bargain from a neighbor I've known for 10 years. He just moved out this morning. Honestly, it's hard to believe that someone as tight-fisted as him would let me have them for practically nothing. I knew it even before I finished speaking. He's completely unreliable. People like that, no matter how long you've known them, tend to stick to their ways. It's hard to expect anything different. I'm going to mark an X on the first bulb to avoid any mix-ups during the repair. I still hold a faint hope for the second bulb. Maybe the outcome will be different. This bulb is broken. That tight-fisted neighbor. I knew he wasn't exactly a good man. Complaining won't take me back to the moment I bought these bulbs. All I can do now is accept it and move on. The last bulb works perfectly. Surprisingly, it seems he still had a bit of neighborly consideration left. Alright, I'll mark this one with a check to distinguish it from the 2 broken ones. A little caution keeps things clear. Now I'm going to start repairing the first LED bulb. The first step is to remove the cover and inspect the cause. Always start with the basics, step by step, so nothing is overlooked. Next, I put the bulb back into the socket to prepare for inspecting the cause. We'll inspect the cause using metal tweezers, but touching it directly with our hands would be vary. In this case, I'll use a piece of heat shrink tubing to cover the handle of the tweezers. It's safe and practical, allowing me to inspect without risking harm. Once the tweezers are inside, simply use a lighter to evenly heat the tubing so it snugly fits the handle. Checking an LED chip is straightforward. First, turn on the switch, then use tweezers to pick up each LED chip one by one. Grip the chip firmly but gently so you don't damage it. Keep going until all the lights turn on. When that happens, the chip you just handled is the one causing the problem. I felt quite lucky when I saw the light turn on. That confirmed the cause. I finally knew what the problem was. Now I'll mark it again to avoid any mix-ups. Use a knife to gently pry off the glass cover of the LED chip. This makes the repair easier. Take care at each step to avoid damaging the internal components. That wraps up this part. I'll move on to the next step. The method is straightforward. Simply screw into the spot right next to the faulty LED chip. This step secures the chip firmly, ensuring proper contact with the circuit without affecting the surrounding LEDs. The reason it works this way is that a damaged LED chip often disrupts the current at its contact point. If you don't secure it right next to the chip, loose connections can occur, other bulbs might be affected, or your inspection may yield inaccurate results. Therefore, screwing next to the faulty chip stabilizes it and ensures that the following repair and testing steps proceed smoothly, safely, and effectively. Now I'll put the chip back into the socket to check the result. The light is on, proving that this method is both effective and reliable. The outcome is clear. Every bit of care and effort put in earlier has paid off. Now I'll put the cover back on the LED chip we just repaired. This approach allowed us to check and fix the issue safely and effectively. For the remaining faulty LED bulb, I'll use a different trick to handle it. This method is also simple, yet ensures safety, stable connections, and ease of execution. Before starting, It's crucial to have all tools ready and carefully observe each detail so that the next steps proceed smoothly without risking the other components. I'll repeat the inspection method as before, with just a slight variation. Watch closely on the screen as I demonstrate each step. Careful observation is key to ensuring accurate and safe results. If you don't have tweezers, you can prepare a single strand wire. Strip a small section of insulation at both ends to expose the copper core. Then, use the exposed copper like tweezers to handle the LED chip. I felt fortunate for the second time when I found that the remaining LED bulb had the same issue. This time, I'll use a simpler trick that doesn't require screws, yet still keeps the chip secure and allows safe inspection. Careful preparation and close observation will ensure everything goes smoothly. This trick is straightforward. Just pull a small strand from the copper core. To make the small copper wire neater, I'll coil it into a spring shape and then press it flat with my hand. To secure the copper wire at the LED chip, a small piece of tape is all that's needed. The method is very simple. Place the copper wire in the center of a small piece of tape and press it directly onto the spot where the LED chip's glass cover was removed. This approach uses the tape as a temporary fix, holding the wire securely in place to replace the missing cover. The principle is straightforward. A faulty LED chip usually interrupts current at the contact point. Filling the gap of the copper wire creates a temporary conductive bridge, allowing current to pass while keeping the chip stable during inspection. No screws or specialized tools are needed, making this method safe and time efficient, especially when tweezers or other tools aren't available. Careful handling is essential. Keep the wire neat and ensure it doesn't touch surrounding components. When done correctly, this simple trick effectively tests and identifies a faulty LED chip, providing a practical and reliable solution. Add a few drops of glue to the tape to secure it better, preventing it from peeling off during inspection. The glue has dried, so I think it's time to take it out for inspection. All the preparation steps are complete. Now it's just a matter of observing the outcome and confirming whether the method works. The light is back on, proving that the second trick I used was successful. Seeing the result, I feel that every effort, from preparing the copper wire, coiling it into a spring, securing it with tape and glue, was completely worthwhile. Interestingly, After completing the repair, my frustration with that tight-fisted neighbor gradually faded. Sometimes smart solutions and personal patience can make us feel lighter than any lingering anger. If you found these tips useful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to support the channel. Simple but effective repair tricks like these will be shared even more. Observing carefully, preparing thoroughly, and experimenting creatively not only helps tackle similar situations, but also develops patience and practical thinking in daily life. Seeing the LED light up after meticulous work brings a unique satisfaction. Effective, safe, and rewarding. This is a result of focus, creative thinking, and a bit of luck, and it's the message I want to share with you.